and then you can start adding some of these things in.
Let's stay with transit. Yeah, as you mentioned, there was a terrible stabbing death on the train. Talk to me about your response to that, and what do you think needs to happen so that riders can feel safe on the railway?
Yeah, that is a really, really complex question. One thing, we don't have security or ticketing for this, and that's a common complaint when you go out in the community. Why aren't they checking for tickets? Why isn't there security on these trains? There's not enough ridership to warrant that. So if we can start working, instead of building a new red line out to Iredell County, why don't we again build an extension, build up the ridership on that South Blue line, and then if it becomes profitable, then it makes sense to have people there for ticketing. It makes sense to have security there, because you can actually start paying for that. Okay. There's implications to that. What's sad about it is this was the first time that our current mayor talked about a murder, or homicide as the police like call it, even though we've had 50 other ones this year. This is their first statement about that. You know, last year, 25% increase in terms of homicides. We've got a public safety issue. When you go out in public right now, people don't feel safe. If you're a voter right now and someone asks you, do you feel safer than you did 2 years or 4 years ago? I don't think anybody can say yes. So what we have to do is, again, and the problem comes down with that is, we've got an understaffed police force right now. There's about 1,600 uniformed police officers, I think including the police chief, who's probably not doing a beat, but 1,600, 1,650 I think. We've got a 300 officer deficit right now. So again, when you hear 300 officers, it doesn't mean much until you understand the context of it. That's 16, 18%. So they are pushed to the max, and they've been pushing here for a number of years to have several different resources to help them with recruiting, to get more patrol officers, and they've been denied by the city council and the mayor. And that's a problem. So you can't sit there and point fingers at a police force who isn't doing enough when they are telling you we don't have the resources. And here, let's put this. When people hear resources, they think, you know, I don't know, batons or whatever. When we say resources, I mean resources to get more physical bodies in there so there can be more physical presence, because obviously with more physical presence is going to reduce the crime.